Welcome to Twisted Monday, where I will be making sort of a triumphant return to Twisted Metal 4. I'm not good at this game, and I've been scared to add it to my list of speedruns because it is so dissimilar to the other games in the series. And I know for a fact I won't be able to get anywhere near the half-hour goal time that I'm shooting for, because I'm going for a category that no one runs besides one other person who happens to be a viewer. Shout out to Big Slick. But it's no major glitches, no boss vehicles. Not a popular category, only 2 people have run it. And then Big Slick jumped in, so 3 other people besides myself. And this is going to be my first ever attempt. So it could be disastrous. In fact, it will be. But I've only got about an hour before work, so hopefully it doesn't take significantly longer than that. We'll see. I've got plans and strats and the opportunity to just pull the plug if it goes completely disastrous. But before we get into that, an important, though brief announcement. So some of you might recall a little event from just last year. Not that one. There we go. The Twisted Merry-thon. It was when I played every single game in a row. Took 13 and a half hours. So, the problem, I think, is that the name wasn't convoluted and difficult to pronounce enough. So, this year, on December 24th again, we'll have Twisted Merry-thon, Too Fast, Too Fiendlious. That's a mouthful and a half. So I've been practicing the speedruns. It should be much, much faster than 13 and a half hours. And it should also be the first ever full series speedrun, as far as I'm aware. I don't think anyone else has done this to themselves. So tune in and see what the disastrous results will be there. At the end of this very week, this Sunday. Very short notice, less than a week away. Hope you can join me, but for now, we've got Twisted Metal 4 to deal with. I'm going to need a lot of practice in this particular game, because I'm not good at it. Let's get a more appropriate soundtrack. It's not quite Christmas yet, so we cannot yet enjoy the Christmas music. How about some horror music for some reason? We'll probably skip this track. It's not a great introductory track. There. Much more appropriate. And it is time. Enough delay. We're going to play as a character I played as before. And when I did play as this character, I said they were the worst character in the game. Trash Man. Hopefully I was incorrect. There are some specific attributes of Trash Man that should make it viable for speedrun purposes. We'll see, though. It's entirely possible that, what's his name? Mr. Zombie is a preferable choice. Right now, Big Slick just set a sub-30 time with Mr. Zombie. Not even familiar with the boss kits that exist in this game, which I will discuss but not perform because they're quite difficult. Anyway, make absolutely sure my timer will start and let the suffering begin. Doing this on the PS3 version for sheer convenience more than anything. It's the version I can play most easily. In fact, it plays every single Twisted Metal game except Head On. So that'll be great for marathon purposes. Obviously, first thing we want to do is the same thing that I always do. Try to take over the world by kidnapping vehicles as they pass underneath. Like so. But of course, they have each other's backs. That was actually a pretty quick grab. If I hadn't been interrupted, that would have been quite solid for speedrun purposes. But now, you shall pay. You actually sort of want to get him stuck right there. Because then you can just move him back and forth. You don't have to, like, repeatedly tractor beam him. For some reason, I never thought of that before. And then I watched other speedruns of this game. Meter Maid being a big problem. I had her grabbed, but she was rescued. Gotcha again. Right about there. And zombies in. Zombies out. Perfect. I think we're gonna want to get the hidden satellite attack thing. I forget what it's called. It's been a long time since I played this game. There it is, auto lobber. Once I grab Crusher, I should be able to auto lob him. Interesting, he froze himself. Rapid attacks are actually, like, significantly more powerful than I gave them credit for. Because you're basically guaranteed to hit with all of your weapons when you have someone grabbed. Fortunately, I am out of grab attacks, I think. And they do take forever to regenerate. However, I do have enough homing missiles here to take him out. And that was pretty quick, gotta say. Yeah, 3 minutes. I get 3 minutes on every level, I will be in pretty good shape. I'm not going to get 3 minutes on every level. Crusher, I said there was a boss skip on every single level. I don't think that is the case with Crusher in the first level. Could be mistaken, but I've never seen a boss skip there. It might be that the boss is so easy, no one bothers to skip it. This level does have a boss skip that I won't be able to do. Also, hi, Blast Tyrant. Thank you for renewing your subscription. Frankly, and a kindness I'm not worthy of because I've not been streaming very frequently. Far, far, far too busy. In fact, I'm just squeezing in this stream for rushing off to work. Because life is hell, then you die. And we got the Christmas season, wherein I've been unwillingly upgraded to a full-time staff member at my job. It'll all be over soon. At least every single Twisted Metal game is a Christmas game, except for Black. And this one. But this game takes place all across time and space. And makes no sense whatsoever. Okay. Watch Road hasn't worked out yet. Gotcha! You mast. Wanted to swear at him. Called him a mast accidentally, but frankly, that's probably better than what I was going to call him. He doesn't know what he's doing. If I could just line him up in my sights, he'd be dead. Like, almost that. There we go. For some reason, Meter Maid's almost dead. It's a shame I don't know the boss skip for this particular boss because it's the second worst boss in the game. Immediately behind Sweet Tooth, obviously. the worst boss in any game. Slight exaggeration. In fact, I've said that about, what's it called? War of the Monsters. And I do not take it back. How are you still alive? Okay, I'm out of grabs. Probably should have saved at least one. Apparently, Tactical Bacon just put out another video that's bad, as he often does. This one was... Oh, what did I hit there? I think I hit Orbital. Interesting. Nope. Something directly above me there. I keep wasting my very, very precious auto lobber shots. Hitting it. Well, this is one of the slowest levels in the entire game regardless, so... Take what we can get. Anyway, Tactical Bacon's terrible new video, like all of his videos have been terrible, is a ranking list of every special in the series. The rankings are fairly silly. I haven't watched it, but apparently Orbital ranks ridiculously low. Orbital Special is quite good, for the record. I have no way to harm this guy, and there aren't any weapon pickups anywhere. Because they regenerate very, very slowly. This is one of the most nightmarish levels. We should be in the clear once I finally escape this thing. Okay, a lifter. If I can land this, he's dead. To ensure that I land it, I should freeze him first. The controls are so twitchy, it's hard to land one even on a frozen opponent. Gotcha. So close. Still very close. Give me strength, honky-tonk music. Special favorite in the series, or favorite special in the series? For me, I'm always partial to the simplicity of a Mr. Grimm. Of course. There's so many cool ones. I probably should have thought about that more if I was going to bring up the video, because, yeah, off the top of my head, I don't have a nice, clean answer. Or what specials I like the most. When I very well ought to. Can I just bet that all the specials will have a good time? Okay, Moonbuggy appears to be following my breadcrumb trail. And we got this here. Oh, get back up there. I can freeze him and auto-lob him. He was briefly stuck, which would have been as good as him being frozen. Here we go. They barely got absorbed by invisible off-screen objects. So the boss skip is to leave or proximity mines in a specific intersection and then run away and jump over the train tracks. You have to be over the train tracks specifically at the moment that that moon buggy monstrosity spawns in. Because if you are jumping over the train tracks, it manipulates the spawn location for that boss, causes it to appear in a specific spot. So not only do you have to blindly place the mines at an exact precise location, you also have to quickly rush across the level and jump at a specific spot to manipulate the spawn point. The world record for this category with boss vehicles is 15 minutes. This is absolutely not attainable with any vehicle besides Sweet Tooth, so that doesn't matter as a point of comparison. And the whole reason I'm not doing glitches is because if you do use glitches, lightning is the best way to do anything. You just spam lightning because you have infinite lightnings. Thanks to the rear fire glitch, which allows you to rear fire anything even if you don't have the ammunition for it. Which also makes Sweet Tooth by far the best choice, because then you have the infinite Sweet Tooth specials, and those are unbelievably broken. I am really not getting good behavior from my opponents. They're just teleporting all over the place. I will attempt the boss skip on this level. We'll see how it works out. But it is much, much easier than the boss skips on most of the other levels. Pizza Boy, swerving wildly. I just can't keep up with the maneuverability of other vehicles. This, however, we can work with. It has been said that the ideal way to play this game is to never touch things like remote bombs. And cycle your weapons so as to avoid the cooldown between each shot. It's a bit of a difficult maneuver. I'm doing it more and more. And it's clearly speeding up my gameplay quite a bit. I believe homing missiles will be more than enough to get rid of Orbital. I think he just got a health refill. Did not take the teleport. But I guess I'll take that health refill before anyone else does. I do not expect to get a sub 30 in this game, ever, even though it has been performed without using boss skips, so learning the boss skips significantly lower than sub 30 would be attainable. Orbital is not happy that I chased him around the entire level. Okay. Finally meeting an opponent. Can't reasonably expect to kill Calypso so quickly. Got far too much health. Not much of a goal in mind for old Calypso. He's just sort of wandering aimlessly. tanking all my shots. There we go. Point-blank napalms do work in this game. Another one down. Didn't mean to do that. Such a tiny opponent that I cannot even hit her. With the largest hitbox in the game. And she's spamming her special, making her impossible to approach. With better weapon cycling, I would be able to kill enemies. I keep getting them very, very low in health per grab. And then I gotta finish them off later. It would be entirely possible to finish them off all in one fell swoop. I'm gonna try and protect the life that I have. Not sure if any health refills are actually available. But if they are, I better grab them. Yep, figured Orbital would kill himself. There's one. What have we got for Mirror Maid? She wants to scrap, but I can't get her in my sights. Do this. Again. Slight little bit of health remaining. This is avoidable. I didn't bring any of the proxy mines that I need for the boss skip. There might be some in this little alleyway. There are not. I grabbed the ones from over here. Just threw them on the ground. Quattro killed himself at least. I don't have the setup for the boss skip, but it involves going through a teleporter, which is over here, leaving the proxy mines right here, and then Thumper should come and blow himself up. But I don't have the proxy mines, so whoops. That one can also be done instantaneously with a boss spawn manipulation, but it can also be done pretty reliably without the spawn manipulation, so it is doable, and I have done it. Now, yeah, good grab, and he should be close to dead. He's changed his mind about the whole combat thing. Become a pacifist. The worst possible time. There we go. Kinda surprised my free shot missed. Still not as bad as Twisted Metal Black's reticle shots, though. How did he not get himself there? We were bumper to bumper. He's behind me, isn't he? Such a nice big target. And he's dead. Finally. That level was much worse than the preceding one. I underestimated how bad road rage is. Bedroom, at least, has the lightning strike. That can severely damage everybody. And the boss skip is more doable, but still a little unreliable. I've never gotten it to work perfectly. I have gotten it to work partially. If nothing else, it speeds up the boss fight by hitting it with multiple proximity mines all at the same time. Here's one where you would definitely just spam lightning non-stop. Add you the means. I do have the means at this very moment. No one wants to just watch screen flashing for 20 straight minutes. I don't even want to watch it for 10 straight seconds like I did there. The timing can go slightly wrong when you're doing the grab and shake thing. If you attack when they are fully elevated, you'll still miss them, even though you've got them grabbed. Should always go for the auto lobber, because the auto lobber is a very powerful weapon. I have found myself so desperate sometimes that I will actually use speed missiles. Just because ammo is so hard to come by in this game. Badly designed in that way. Not enough pickups and they don't respawn frequently enough. Take some proxies for the boss. Actually remember this time. The guy just hurt himself very badly. Goggle Eyes is gone right before my very eyes. Very good. Come on, lightning. Lightning would be perfect right now. Lightning's not here. I did tell myself to go get the auto lobber, and I didn't. It's just over here. hate fighting in this area. I'm pretty sure we'll absorb my auto lobbers. We've learned the hard way that we need to be very precise about where we use auto lobbers. Wrong spot and everything goes wrong. I did just see in the weather report that it's supposed to start snowing here soon. Probably not for very long or very hard, but it's still weird and disturbing. Snow in December. Can you even imagine? There's so few Twisted Metal games that even feature snow. And obviously, Twisted Metal wrote the canon on what is Christmas and what is not, so... They say snow isn't Christmas. I have no choice but to believe them. That's the stuff. Still have 2 lifters. Very good. Not necessarily how I wanted things to go. Where's he gone? I just wanted to go to bed. I can relate, Calypso. Too wide to get up there. Again, he's completely aimless. He's finally willing to do some combat. Guarantee I did not do a jump combo. He's invisible. Freeze bombs are not going to help me with damage, which is exactly what I need right now. Remember the lightning being more powerful in this level. This lightning has been incredibly embarrassing. Again, did not do a jump input. Finish him. Enemy behavior. So obnoxious in this game. Let's see what we can do for this boss skip. Wherever there's a teleporter, there's potential. Off he goes. And right back down the way he came. Kinda expected that. So I've done this multiple times. That should have been perfect. But he survived. That seems to happen every time I attempt this boss skip. Let's try it again. I have a prediction for how it'll go. Okay, that defied my prediction, I will admit. old-fashioned brute force is gonna have to be the way. That ultimately did it. Another 10-minute level, though. At this rate, sub-hour is not looking likely. I do kind of need something of that sort. We got a hard out. Okay. Weapons, the napalm is not to be underestimated anymore. The auto lobber's in the secret chamber. I think there's an auto lobber on one of those platforms as well. There we go. Help refill out of here, just in case Quattro gets any ideas. Nope. Easily escaped. We can use these bombs to jump up to the higher platform. I've done that before. Not with this character, though. I'm not sure this character is light enough to pull that off. Get a good lift on the Joneses, and they should be out of here. Oh. I was certain I'd touch their bumper, but it's a weird hitbox on those grab moves. The chamber is right over there. I actually like fighting down here because we can set off this goo for some free fire damage, but no one wants to join me. Here we go. The ultimate in slowdown technology. I think the slowdown alone makes it not worth it to do anything of this sort. What we do want is weaponry. So this is one, yeah, this is why I feared Twisted Metal 4. I knew it would go disastrously. And I'm not exactly in fighting shape. I did do a practice run, which went significantly better than this. Let you take what you can get. I did recently go through my first 2 ever speedrun marathon runs, and they both went poorly, because this has been a very difficult year. Now, you have not had the means to practice and prepare the way I normally like to, which is to say obsessively. I just do my best. And obviously it only counts if we do it on video, so my practice run that went better than this, supposedly, doesn't count for anything. Gonna want this here. Got hit with like 5 shots from the Merv. Ran out of turbo, tragically. But With everyone down here, I could actually do some damage. I did not have enough time to do some damage. Joneses are still here, eh? Mistimed all my shots. I had more grabs. There they are. Now, this is interesting. Sometimes when you freeze yourself, you continue doing your special afterwards, but the person you had grabbed is shaken free. It might be possible to do multiple grabs with a single use of the special. Carefully freezing oneself. But this is a largely untested theory. Gas with meter maid, since she's willing to. Now I have the bombs to punish it. Alright, everyone's in the pit. Might as well join them. Make it into a party pit. Thinks being invisible will save him. And it sort of did. Oh, blasted clean out of the pit. Just about everyone's ready to die. Gorgeous. Tragically, I've been left all alone. Hate having to fight enemies down here. Improved maneuverability is a big part of why zombie might be a better choice. Certainly for the likes of me. I'm not very good at this game anyway. That's an advantage I desperately benefit from. No thanks to that orbital special. Going for the lightning sooner would probably speed things up. Let's keep that in mind one of these days. Guess I'll just sit here for a while. Zombie ran away. He's coming back? No. Zombie special would rank highly for cool factor, but also for efficacy. It's a very good special, legitimately. Problem with power missiles is they do hit you. They've got splash damage, and it is enough. Splash back at you. If I could pin down which way he was going, I'd kill him. There he is. Weapon homing did not save me. More bombs not saving me. There. Close one. And I guess I need turbo for every single jump. Except that one. Now we just play the waiting game. I do not want to have to fight Axel. Axel is a very hard boss. There are ways to kill him that are fast enough, but I am not good at them. This ought to be way faster. Off he goes. Another job well done. 10-minute level. Really thought I'd be able to get him a lot faster than that. This should still be way faster than any other Twisted Metal 4 run I've done. The glass half bullet. This level, a lot of it comes down to getting to where you want to go quickly. By manipulating the teleporters. Using the right ones in the right moment. The lightning won't be enough to kill much of anybody, but it is very strong. Should hurt. Small enemies that we've got. Oh yeah, we got ridiculously small enemies. 3 of the weakest in the game. Could actually just ruin Quattro right now. One lightning target would be a waste. He's having some fun. I feel like everyone but Quattro would escape my lightning wrath right now. That would be terribly disappointing. Are these two? They're up in that upper chamber for some reason. Maybe now they'll want to join me. Now they're just staying up there. Which could be good. That's a nice small area. Nice with a grab. Tragic. Those are very, very valuable. With all my grabs. The nice thing about this game is if you grab someone late in the animation, it does still play out the entire animation and deal the full damage. With relatively small mercy. I realized the potential of remote bombs right as everyone vacated. Could have been getting 3 hits per usage. Alright, 4 people here. Storm raging just outside. If this run ends very, very abruptly, it's called on account of lightning. Probably won't happen, though. I believe in the world record for this run, they don't use the freeze skip, they just actually fight the 2 bosses. Because they are Sweet Tooth, and they can output so much damage that waiting for the freeze to go off actually is not worth it. Not sure how I gained so much momentum there. Was mysterious. That's freebie from Warthog. In fact, he killed everybody for me. Now, they can join them. Die already, you war criminal. Don't even know where I am. Stuck inside that wall. They're coming for me. This is what we want. I'm not in a position to take advantage of it. Music thinks this is exciting. Music might be mistaken. So close. This is obnoxious because the various freeze missiles are in irritating spots to grab. Got one. Which, of course, is a pack of 4. This was my chance to buy back some time, but I took the ramp in a weird way. Let's see. Come on down. Get out of here. Bad luck. Maybe this time will be different. This is why they actually fight them, because it's not guaranteed. Get them to just fall and die. As much as we would like for that to be the case. There we go. Now we're in for a penny. Might as well stay in for a pound. I wish I had time to learn the boss skips for every level. I'd say the only ones that would be reasonable to learn would be Road Rage, Bedroom. That's about it. Amazonia has a much faster boss skip than the one that I normally use. Super Slam is not participating. The slightest. He's way above me. Finally sort of headed my way. Whilst I'm drifting. Now with the right timing. Don't know if that got him. Nah. For some reason, he took that jump super off kilter. But he's back at it. He never knew when to quit. He's down. I forget if this counts as a death. I think it does. But whatever, I got lives to spare. Famous last words. As we enter Minion's Maze. Very random level. We are able to do it fairly quickly, but I probably won't. Let's find out. Actually gonna go underground first. That's where all the good pickups are. Just grab things, and go for the lightning. Even when we get the lightning, we are going to want to harm the enemies quite a bit. After they get zapped, they go into a incredibly frustrating AI pattern. You can only hold 3 auto lobbers at a time, so no point in grabbing that. Bit unfortunate to have him here, because it makes it way harder to focus and get that jump right. Ah. Normally I try to get caught by the tractor beam. Like that, finally. Wheels on the ground. All we can ask for. Ah, frozen at the worst time. That was actually so close to when I fired my special. I wasn't sure if it had actually gone off or not. Very surprised that didn't count as a grab on Quattro. It's back. Okay. Oh, he zapped me. That's why we went into space. Still not quite tenderized enough. I have like no missiles. And I'm just not allowed to move. I'm getting a taste of what it's like to be Super Slam and Super Auger at the same time. Which is basically what this vehicle is. Just with significantly less armor. Should have just done that in the first place. Hyperspaced out of there. As it normalizes your position in the maze. Always hyperspace in the same spot. Okay, I think it's time enough for lightning. Time enough at last. Perfect. been better if Microblast died, but we'll take it. I discovered that the only safe spot is the top level. If you're not at the very top, you are highly vulnerable to getting zapped by lightning. Go through the minefield. Nice. This on a do orbital. Peter for Goggle Eyes. Goggle Eyes would survive another lightning strike, which is there, waiting for me. I don't have enough turbo to get it, though. I forget where turbo pickups are. That rules. I had enough turbo to get it. Precisely enough. So Microblast we can write off. Goggle Eyes needs a bit more beating. And Calypso, I gotta teach him a real lesson about competing in his own tournament. But I can't find him. He's off in a corner somewhere. He might be approaching. Where is he and what's he doing? I think I gotta go to him, unfortunately. Which is on the opposite corner of the map. Okay, finally found him. Calypso's really not playing nice. His AI routine in this game is bad. Very bad. The game has no idea what to do with this guy. I'd like to think this is enough to kill everybody. Let's hope. Okay. It was barely enough to kill everybody. Now we just gotta auto-lob minion. The boss skip in this level is unbelievably difficult. You need to find a specific spot in the maze. Drop your proxy binds there. And then manipulate the boss to spawn in via a specifically timed run and jump combination. Without a very, very well-crafted guide, I will never, ever figure out how to do that one. Just both be frozen for a little while. When he starts going for serpents, that's when I will just be frozen. Nothing I can do about it. Serpent is what they named his special in this game as a reminder, since it never comes up. There it is. The serpent. Because it's so serpentine. Drama. Got dramatic music. Oh, just an actual freeze shot. I don't know where exactly he's going. Oh, he's checking spots where health refills would be, but currently are not. All right, do I have another 10-minute level in me, as every single level has been 10 minutes? I hope so, because I am really running out of time. Real life time. It's a race against the clock. This is where it pays to be the big guy. We'll see exactly what I mean very soon, because we got a pretty good deal on enemies. We have to kill Goggle Eyes, and that is it. This is the only valid opponent right now. Neither of the other two actually matter. So, chase the big guy. Thankfully, Goggle Eyes does not have very much HP, despite being so large. As usual, he's circled behind me. All any vehicle knows how to do is spin around in circles. Completely out of weapons, unfortunately. If I get him lined up, do a massive attack, would be pretty effective. Got 1 HP. I did it. Now, we go to the teleporter, but I have no appropriate proximity mines. Whatever shall I do? I shall sit here at the teleport location. They have no choice but to come to me. And get flung out of the map immediately. So, when you teleport, it places you at a specific location in 3D space. If that happens to be a location where a vehicle already exists, then it flings you out of that location very, very, very rapidly at approximately the same speed as 3 proximity mines. Sweet Tooth happens to be a vehicle large enough to make this the case, whereas small vehicles cannot do that. This is the one place where Trashman has a huge advantage over Mr. Zombie. So this is my one opportunity to actually gain a bit of time. It's been my secret weapon all along. It's pretty awesome. So we got Drag Queen, Zombie, and Captain Grimm. Jones's, I think, might be too large. So if your target is too large, they will not get bounced to death. They will just get bounced very, very high. Let's see if Jones's are too big. This is still science that I'm doing. Here comes Jones's to perform the test for me. They are not too big. Any vehicle larger than the Joneses will not get bounced to death. It'll just get bounced really high. But the remaining enemies should just die for me. That means I'm going to need some proximity mines. I don't know where the best spot to get them is. know there's some underground. So that might be where I have to go. Real quick, just so that I can kill Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth is much too large and will require the conventional proximity mine skip. That means almost every enemy is susceptible to getting bounced out of the level without firing a single weapon as Trash Man. I've also assigned a specific button to be both the regular brake and the hand brake, because you can double up what a single button does in this game using the very, very robust controller configuration options. Highly recommend those. But I can just sit here, hold this button, and when enemies come, they will barely budge me, and thus they will all be susceptible to getting bounced out of the level. As we saw, 2 enemies got bounced out simultaneously last time. All because my vehicle is so huge. It looks like Drag Queen survived. It's a miracle. Not this time. Bounced off of something? Interesting effects are occurring. Reset my position. That looked like it did it. Or my skip is just not working anymore, because that would be perfect. Story of my life. Guaranteed instant kills simply not occurring. Sure, this is what's going to happen with Sweet Tooth now, after I use all my proxy mine ammo. Yeah, look at that. Just cannot get the kill. I might have to kill Drag Queen manually. For some reason, Drag Queen weighs more than the entire Joneses. Yep. Doesn't have too much health, though. I still have plenty of lifters, because I haven't had to kill very many enemies. There we go. Now our flawless plan can be put back in action. Clearly it has no flaws whatsoever. What are you gonna do now, Grim? You have literally no options but to come my way. And hopefully die instantly? I've tested this before, and Grim did die immediately. This, unfortunately, is a very RNG segment, even in, like, good speedruns of this game. You do need to hope that enemies behave in a way that makes any sense. And in Twisted Metal 4, that is a futile thing to hope for. What the hell is Grim even doing right now? Just hanging out in the same corner of the map, wandering in circles. I'm gonna lure him out. Oh, he's in the infinite loop. Of course he is. There's nothing for you there, Grim. God, this game is so badly programmed. I love its design. I hate its programming. God, a remote bomb would be wonderful to have right about now. Okay, he's out of the loop. Good God. And he's still driving away. He doesn't even have low health. What would he have done had he gotten that health refill? I will just set up my position flawlessly. And hope that Sweet Tooth doesn't get stuck in an infinite loop. Or any of the other bizarre things that Sweet Tooth can do. So, yeah, this didn't end up being a fast level because of weirdness, but we learned. And we will take this learning into the Twisted Merry-thon this Sunday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. It's going to be a train wreck. Tune in. It should still be faster than the last one by a very, very wide margin, making it presumably an automatic world record in multiple categories. Because not only will it be the first ever full series run, as far as I know, it will also be the first ever Twisted Metal 2012 run that doesn't use an infinite ammunition cheat. Because I cannot use the infinite ammunition cheat. It is locked to version 1.0, which is disc only. Hey, I did it. And guess what? This is not the slowest recorded time for this category. Believe it or not. There is a 1 hour, 15-minute run on the leaderboards. And I beat it. Go me. Who wants to watch Trash Man's ending? Not me. But here it is anyway. Seen it before.
What shall it be?
Me have to have place for my friends. Me wish for place of trash. Whole world of garbage. Yes, me wish this whole big world to be garbage.
Very well,
John St. John, knocking it out of the park every time. Recently voiced Postal Dude in Postal 4, I believe. Hopefully he did it more Duke Nukem-esque than that. His world of trash is to be in a trash can. I'm pretty sure like every ending in this game just involves the characters being really small. I'm pretty sure that's how Warthog's ending goes. That's like the one trick they have up their sleeves. Anyway, that's Twisted Metal 4. We'll see it again when I do Twisted Merry-thon 2. Too Fast, Too Fiendlious. Tune in for that. That's this Sunday. It's gonna be something. I hope people show up. Also, very important to mention that it is for the benefit of my partner's GoFundMe to cover extreme medical expenses that have been racked up over the course of the year. I will post a link to that GoFundMe in the video description when this goes up on YouTube. Fairly important. I appreciate any support we can get there. I don't know how much we'll be able to, but it doesn't have very far to go to meet its goal, so check that out. Give if you can. Tune in for more Twisted Metal. I will be attempting to practice Twisted Metal 2012, so that game is not a disaster. And that will take all week to practice, so tune in. There should be more Twisted Metal to come. Wish I could prepare even more for the Merry-thon, but life gets in the way. Thank you all for joining me today. I am Fiendly, and I thank you for watching Twisted Monday.